Okay, hello everyone. Let's work through this one together. Livy, passage 75, the death of Marcellus. Here's the translation. I'm afraid that last line is slightly wonky. Pause it, take a look at it, then we'll go through it together. Cum in ea vale consules essent ut neque evadere possent in jugum occupatum ab hoste nec receptum ab tergo circumventi haberent. First half of the first sentence then. Cum. Look at this first word, cum. Now obviously we can be ready for a temporal clause, but in this case there is going to be in the next sentence a tamen. So actually it's going to be here although the consuls were in that valley, ut, it's almost part of a result clause here, such that they neque possent, so that they were not able evadere, to escape in jugum, onto the ridge, occupatum, that had been occupied ab hoste, by the enemy, nec, nor could they receptum haberent, nor could they have a retreat, circumventi, having been surrounded from behind. Extrahi tamen diutius cer tamen potuset, ni coepta ab Etruscis fuga pavorem ceteris injecset. Tamen, still, this is that cum plus the tamen that we've got coming over here then, that tells us that we are dealing with this although, rather than saying that it's when he had done anything. So, he still the struggle, tamen, still the cer tamen, still the struggle could have been, so we've got a conditional, pluperfect subjunctive here, still the cer tamen, the subject, still the cer tamen, potuiset, still the struggle could have been able, may have been able to be extrahi, may have been able to be dragged out, ni, if the coepta, if the fuga coepta rather, if the flight coepta, having been begun, perfect passive participle, we've still got our conditional clause here, if the flight that had been begun by the Etruscans had not injecicet, thrown panic upon the others, still got conditional contrary to fact, injecicet. Next sentence. Non tamen omissere pugnam deserti ab Etruscis fregelani donec integri consules rem sustinebant. However, the fregelani are the subject here, however the fregelani did not omissere pugnam, historic infinitive, did not give up the fight, deserti, having been deserted by the Etruscans, donec, while we'll say here, while the consuls, integri here, unharmed, were sustinebant, were continuing the contest, I've said, as in contest in the context of a military contest, while the consuls were continuing the fight. Sed postquam vulneratos, ambo consules, Marcellum etiam transfixum lancea prolabentem, ex equo moribundum videre. But after they videre, historic infinitive here, again, after they saw ambo consules, both consuls, perfect passive participle, vulneratos, wounded, having been wounded, historic infinitive for the videre, after they saw both consuls wounded, comma, etiam, even Marcellus, transfixum, perfect passive participle again, having been pierced, lancea, by a lance, prolabantem, falling down, I've written down falling down from his horse, moribundum, about to die. Tum et ipsi per pauci autem superant, cum Crispino consule duobus Jaculis icto et Marcello adolescentes saucio et ipso effugerunt. Tum, then they too, autem, along with per pauci superant, along with a few of those surviving, cum Crispino consule, with Crispinus as consul, effugerunt, fled. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to change this around. Tum, then they too fled, cum Crispino consule, with Crispinus the consul, icto, having been pierced by 2 javelins, and with the young Marcellus, with the young man Marcellus, et ipso, himself also wounded. Some terrible spelling there, my apologies. Interfectus Aulus, or Antonius rather, Manlius tribunus militum et ex duobus praefectis sociorum Marcus Aulus Occisus, Lucius Arrhenius Captus. Aulus Manlius, why have I said Aulus Manlius? I think it's Antonius Manlius, the tribunus militum. Remember, there were 6 military tribunes. The tribune of the soldiers was killed, interfectus, and from the 2 prefects of their allies, Marcus Aulus was killed, Lucius Arrhenius captured. Et lictores consulum quinque vivi in hostium potestatem venerunt, ceteri aut interfecti aut cum consule erunt. And 5 of the lictors of the consuls et lictores, so quinque and 5 of the lictors of the consuls came alive into the power of the enemy, as in they were captured. Ceteri, the others, out, perfect passive participle again here, the others, either interfecti, were either killed out or fled with the consul. Equitum tres et quadraginta aut in proilio, aut in fuga, ceciderunt, duo deviginti vivi capti. 43 of the cavalry, so quadraginta, 40 quadraginta et tres, 43 of the cavalry, ceciderunt, fell, either in proilio, either in battle rather than battle, I don't know what battle would be. 43 of the cavalry fell, either in battle or in flight. Duo deviginti, 18 capti vivi, 18 were captured alive. And that is the end of passage number 75.